Hi, everyone. Welcome to Change Starts With Us, Ohio. Today we have Heather Stone on, the girlfriend of Kristoffer Morris. It is girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. I just called somebody their wife, and I got in trouble for it. So, um, but she's going to share a little bit about Kristoffer Morris, why she believes he's innocent, and maybe she could enlighten us on his case. I personally believe Kristoffer Morris is innocent. I talked to too many people regarding him. So, Heather, share a little bit what you would like to share about Kristoffer.
I do believe he's innocent. He did not hurt anyone. His accomplice kind of removed himself from the situation, and it got put on Chris. And unfortunately, they needed somebody to blame, somebody to pay the price for it. And I believe since Chris was the only person left, that's who they decided to put it on.
Wow. How long has he been down?
17 years.
And his sentence is life, correct?
66 to life. So
wow.
By the time he's up, he'll be like 92.
Yeah, that's one of the longest sentences I heard. You know, I kind of get a laugh when somebody gives somebody 2 life sentences without parole plus 66 years. I was just watching one like that. So.
Right, especially when they know he didn't actually commit the crime. You know,
right.
Was he there? Yes, but did he do it? No.
Right, and so he would be technically wrongfully convicted. Because he definitely was not convicted of what he was charged with.
No, not at all. He was charged with things he did not do.
Right.
Completely.
So he would go up to the parole board, but under the new law, it's day for day. You know, it's not 2/3 like it was under the old board. I mean.
Okay. It's kind of a sad situation.
Right. But, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on our judicial system. And then in your case, getting a sentence down to what, if it should be a sentence, down to what it should be.
Correct. Mm-hmm. It needs to be resentenced, yeah.
Right. And that's one thing we're trying to fight now, and we're not getting much help from the judicial system.
No, he has actually been trying to get help from Beyond Guilt. That's kind of his hope right now, is to be able to work with them on his case.
Right. I just talked to David Singleton today, who pretty much runs that. They're not going to do nothing until COVID's over with.
That's kind of what we were thinking, because I know COVID's really pushed everything back.
Right.
I knew they were really backed up. Yeah.
And, and then who knows, because they only can take so many people in. And I think they're going to go from institution to institution. They don't have enough staff to do 4 or 5 at a time.
Gotcha. I was wondering exactly how that worked. We weren't exactly sure. He sent in all of his paperwork. We've sent everything in, but they had just told us they were backed up because of COVID.
Okay, they only take people that admitted guilt and that have changed.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And with Chris's case, I'm not exactly sure.
Right.
This is kind of tricky, I guess, because, he admits that, he wasn't perfect, but he was also convicted of doing things he didn't do. So It's kind of,
And the courts love to over-indict so they get a conviction.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
And then if you plead guilty to it, that means you're guilty of the whole thing, basically.
Right, and which doesn't make any sense. Like, nothing's ever that black and white. Like, there's always that gray area, and I think they don't like to go there because then it doesn't work in their benefit.
Right, and it's all about money in the first place. Do you have any motions that you guys are working on?
No, not at the moment. We haven't, done anything, and everybody we have kind of reached out to us said because of COVID, everything's on hold.
Right. You'd have to, well, it depends. What county was he in?
I'm not sure. I'm not from Ohio, so I'm thinking it was Franklin. But I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is too, and that's where I live.
Is it?
Yeah. So he would need an attorney from Franklin County for the most part.
And we were in the process. I was calling around. We were trying to get names of attorneys who would, be good at his case and with the judges that they're going to have to work within that.
I would tell you a real good attorney that I'm good friends with is Joel Spitzer.
Joel?
Yeah, Spitzer. He's got offices in Marion and Powell, Ohio, which is right there by Franklin County. And he handles a lot of Franklin counties, and he's a good attorney, criminal attorney.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Sure. And just mention my name because he gave a few people a discount. So, and he's not cheap, though, but he's good. And I don't.
Well, you can't put a price on freedom, right?
No, and I don't think he would have a chance. If you'd really get a cheap attorney, because they're not going to work as hard.
No.
You might think of a first-year attorney that wants to get his name known. You might think about talking to some of them. And
that's good advice. Thank you.
And they're going to work hard because they want to get, some high-paying clients.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's always good. We're trying to figure out something because I do believe he's completely innocent. I think if he came out, he would be productive. We actually just talked about it today. What he wants to do, what his plans would be. Like, we've discussed it.
Right. The last time he called in, I just couldn't hear him, and nobody could because there was like so much noise in the background.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I couldn't hear him either. I was getting every other word, and I'm like, it's not going to be very beneficial.
Yeah, I just dropped the for this. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm back now, somewhat. Let me see. Let's see. There it goes. Okay. A little technical difficulty. But what are some of the needs that you need help with to fight his case? What are you looking for?
Mostly what we're trying to find is a lawyer or an organization who will take his case to try and get a resentencing. He doesn't want like a new trial or anything like that. He just wants to get the sentence that he deserves from the one that he doesn't deserve.
Right. And we can't do this, the legal work, but we can promote his situation, and hopefully he'll get somebody to notice. And I'm, when it comes to a case like your husband's, it's tough to find the right attorney. So the research and all that, and if, nobody's going to research like the family is, or the prisoner. They're going to do the best research.
Right. And he's done a lot of research over the last 17 years while he's been in there himself too. And he's read over his case, excuse me, like over and over. It's, I don't know how many pages. And,
right.
He's found things that, should have never happened, should have never been done, things that should have been done differently.
Right.
There's numerous things, notes and notes and notes of things that went wrong.
Right. So you're going to need to really get other people, maybe family members, to read through it and compare notes to see if everybody comes up with one thing different. That all helps.
Right. Yeah. He's sending me a copy of the paperwork, and then he's also writing in his own words what actually happened. How he remembers everything.
Right.
And we're going to try and start a web page so that we
Good
can
idea.
Get that information out, get it on social media, and try and maybe somebody will see it and want to find it, help out.
Right.
Interesting.
And you could email us a picture of him and a short bio, and we'll post it on our website.
Perfect. Yeah, I just got some pictures from his mom the other day for the website. So, yeah, I can get those out.
Yeah, just one picture and like a paragraph regarding him, and we'll put that on our website. Karen Phelps helps us with the website, and she's been awesome.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I'll definitely do that for sure.
Okay. I would like to get you on sometime with Chris, but I don't know how we're going to do it where you can hear him.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you do 3-way calls? I'm not sure. I've never done that with him before, so
I don't know how to do it. But
I know how to do a 3-way call. I just don't know how to do it with. I guess it would work the same way any other call would work. I just have to, wait for the whole spiel and accept the call.
Yeah, we could try that if you want to try that Wednesday night.
Yeah, that would work.
Good, because I really, I want him to explain in his own words, what he can remember or whatever he wants to share, actually. I don't want him to share stuff if it hurts him, because this is on YouTube.
Right.
And
he needs to be careful, about how he words it, so that.
Yeah, and he needs to be careful who he tells out there. In Toledo, because there's people that will try to get their sentences lowered by snitching on people.
Right, and so, and he doesn't want to hurt any of the people who were involved or,
right,
bring up any bad wounds with anyone. So we're trying to be kind of cautious about things at the same time.
That's great. Do you have an email where they can email you if they have a question or if they would like to help?
I'm going to set that up when I set up the website,
okay,
so I can get that out and get that
to
you soon.
Good.
Yeah.
And if anybody that's listening would like to help in any way, you could email us at changestartswithusohio@gmail.com. And we'll see. I'll pass your information to Heather, and then she can take it from there.
Yes, that would be great. There's so many people. I've heard so many stories just like Chris. And like you said in the beginning, there's just so much. There's so many problems with our system. And it just, I don't know if it'll ever change. I guess you can hope for change.
Right.
And fight for change is all you can do. And there's so many people out there, and for most people they're just a number, but for us it's not just a number. It's a person, it's a human being. It's they have lives, they have families, they have children, they still have meaning. Right.
And everybody has family that's pulling for them. Well, most people. But the longer you stay in, your family starts dying off. How old was Chris when he got locked up?
I want to say 28.
Yes. Okay.
May have been a little younger.
Yeah, I was 17, but
oh my.
But 28 is still awful young, because you kind of miss your life where you can actually be a productive citizen and help others. They want to keep people in because of the money issue.
Well, yeah, the whole thing's about money. I believe the prison system is all about money.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you, another state that is as bad as Ohio is Nebraska.
So, I know. That's where. Yeah, Nebraska. We have the good time here. Some states don't have that, but it's not any better here.
Yeah, we had good time in Ohio. They took it away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
there's only like 4 states that don't have it. Like, it's kind of rare, but I don't understand it. Like, if you don't give them something to look forward to, why are they going to do better in there? Why are they going to want to behave in there if they don't have an incentive to behave?
Right. I mean, we all did better when we knew we had good time, but the good time was thrown away after the first time you seen the parole board. It just brought you the first time out to the parole board, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Just none of it makes sense to me.
Right. Well, laws may change in the future that might be able to help your boyfriend. I'm hoping so, but I think it's going to take us to really lobby the legislators, and try to reform the judicial system.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're right, and I think it's going to be a long fight, but it's not impossible.
Right. But
nothing's impossible.
Yeah, but we're going to try to get it done. We're gaining more and more support.
Yes. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to get that website up and put his story on there. It's kind of lengthy, so, but it's a good read. And, I think if people can see the different details, they might seem minor in a courtroom or minor to certain people, but those little minor things are huge. And
right.
They can change his entire future. So
I agree with you on that. The small things make a big difference in the long run.
Absolutely. I agree. People just, I think even the jury, they want to get back to their lives. A lot of times I think maybe they don't look at things from a different point of view from they look at things, I feel like for the most part, they're looking at it from the victim's point of view, the family of the victim's point of view.
Right.
And so naturally, human nature kind of makes them a little biased, maybe. And so they overlook those little details that are so huge in affecting the person who's being prosecuted, their life.
But in Franklin County, I don't see too many people, in my opinion, that are treated fair when it comes to court hearings.
No, I agree completely. Yeah, it's a definite flaw in our system that's supposed to give you a fair trial. Kind of doesn't give you a fair trial.
That's true. But, I think there's going to be, I know Shiloh, your friends with Shiloh, yes. And her fiance has life without parole. But basically your boyfriend does too, because he has to do day for day.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's basically a life sentence.
Right, and I think that's worse sometimes than going to the parole board. At the beginning, I messed that up. I'm thinking he's got 68 years flat, but he might as well, because he does. Then he sees a parole board, and then the parole board doesn't like paroling anybody the first time up.
No, I've heard that. I've heard that most people don't usually get parole the first time they go.
Right, and I think that's one thing we're pushing to get done, though.
That's great.
But when we have Chris on Wednesday night, why don't you practice the 3-way before then to make sure we can do it?
Okay, yeah.
And then, hopefully we'll be able to hear him better, or you can interpret for him.
I might need to.
Yeah. When you're in the day room and those tablets don't work.
No, I told him he needs to get off that tablet. I know he likes to use the tablet because he feels like he can have more privacy and go in his own space. But I'm thinking maybe the wall phone might work better.
Yeah, if you could ask him to do the wall phone next time, you know, and you know, maybe we can hear better because I know he has a story that I think our listeners would want to hear.
Oh, absolutely, I do too, and I told him that, you know, and his story is kind of time consuming. He needs to kind of condense it a little bit.
Right.
But it is hard to do that because then, you know, sometimes you can't quite get your point across. But that's why we're going to have the website.
I think the website's going to help, especially to have all the contact information or share his story. There'll be a way where people can communicate with you on there. You also can put a donation button on there that could help with his legal fees. So there's and we went with GoDaddy. We pay $145 a year.
Well, that's not bad.
No, I like GoDaddy just because it's easier to use for some. I don't know how to do it, but you know, Karen helps out with the with the website, and she does a great job.
Perfect. Well, yeah, I've set up some websites on my own. I used to have some businesses. So, yeah, definitely I'll try the GoDaddy. That's one I haven't tried.
Right. Well,
I do thank you very much for taking your time to try and help him get his story out there and get the information out and try and help him.
I need to do a better job really promoting him. Tonight I'm just not feeling good, but we'll get the word out. Once you get the website, we'll have the contact information, but anybody can email us at changestartswithusohio@gmail.com and we'll pass the information on. You can also check our website at www.changestartswithusohio.org. And we have some stories on there regarding the people, and Heather will send me a picture and a bio regarding her boyfriend. And if you have any, please send it to me, and I'll forward it to Karen.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing, Heather. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
We'll talk to you soon.
So, great. Real nice lady, and it's kind of sad with what's happening with her right now with a broken system. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us.